Today's episode of Tori's Struggle Bus. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tori Creates podcast, episode 82. My name is Tori, the mastermind behind the crazy, and thank you for joining me today. I am back with another episode. I feel like I just filmed one, and I did, but I am back with another one, and yeah, probably be a short one, but I figured I would just share some shenanigans, maybe even share some vloggy bits. I don't know yet. It is Saturday, March 22nd. It is a beautiful sunny Saturday, although it's still quite cold outside. And I am hailing from southern Wisconsin, about a half an hour south of Madison. So, let's see. With that, I have some things to share. Most of what I have, I really haven't done a whole lot of work on any of the knitting things that I already started. And also, I apologize for the weird light. It's extra bright. But I haven't finished any of my knitting projects. However, I have gone back down the rabbit hole of Amigurumi full force. Some backstory. As you know, I have started an Etsy shop, and I'm kind of puttering along and just kind of seeing what happens. Well, with that mindset, I'm just like, well, maybe eventually I'll prep to do a market. And my friend and I were talking about it. We're like, well, totally, if we do a market, we'll do it together just so that it's a little easier, a little less daunting. And there is a chance that I will be able to participate in a market with my friend in October. It's not 100% yet. It's because it's being planned and they're figuring out if they want to do it or not. But I just basically viewed this as a time to really get into Amigurumi again and really kind of like work on the shop. Normally what happens is when I start making one thing, I like to make a whole bunch of them, which is fantastic, a fantastic mindset for markets. And I've decided I'm just going to roll with that. If this is what I'm feeling like working on, this is what I'm going to work on. Oh, 1 second. My phone is telling me that it's basically out of power. Let's remedy that quick. There we go. Anyway, but yeah, so I potentially could be doing a market in fall, and that energized me. I was like, I need to get into this. I need to do the thing. I'm excited. I want to make things. I want to kind of come up with some patterns of my own and just wing it. So that's what I've been doing. So I got it in my head that I wanted to make donut cats. This is where it started. So my very first prototype, this isn't a pattern, I just winged it, is this little guy here. He's got a spiral tail, a little donut, ears. I think his ears are a little too far apart, but anyway, this was the first test. Then I decided that I needed to make one with a ruffle. So then we got this guy. So 2-color with like a ruffle for icing. It's a lot. I don't know. These are a lot. I continued to mess around with the pattern. I tried to do a pink one. The eyes are terrifying on this one, I'm not gonna lie. Because I wanted to embroider them. But anyway, we were testing theories. Finally, I tested one where the icing is separate. And I didn't end up putting a face on this. This is as far as I got. Yeah. But I kind of decided, a test icing piece. I kind of decided that I just wanted to make some donuts that weren't cats, because the cats were kind of turning out a little creepy in my opinion. They're not where I want them to be just yet. So I figured out I would just like try to nail down a donut pattern that I liked. So these don't have faces. I think I will make some with the faces on because I think they're cute. But these are my initial tests with the pattern that I decided to sit with. Again, these are something I winged. I didn't actually follow a pattern. These are a dime a dozen. I'm sure you could find something online because this is not an original idea. But yeah, so I have these two little donuts that I made, and I think this is the design I'm sticking with now. And then this is gonna look weird. Then I decided I needed to make them a little like to-go coffee to go with it. And again, I was trying to nail down the pattern, so I was just using colors I had on hand. This to me looks like an acorn, a weird acorn coffee thing. But I got the shape down. We started here, so let's put it this way. This is terrifying, and I need to harvest the stuffing out of this because I'm not going to use it. But I got my pattern down, and then I was just kind of winging it. This color doesn't make sense. It's hard to tell what it is. So this is just for fun. But finally, I decided to make one in the normal colors. Where is it? Where is it? This is our final little guy here. He's a little squished because I've been bringing him as a template. But this is a little to-go cup of coffee. I think I'm going to put it on a keychain. Super cute, super squishy. Yeah, a little to-go cup of coffee. And I decided I was going to make a bunch of them. So what I have been doing is prepping pieces. So I've got a whole bunch, that's not even a piece. I've got a whole bunch of the bases done. I've got the bands done and the lids done. And I just need to assemble them. So there's a whole bunch of those in here. And then I also started some donuts. I don't think I did. Okay, so the donuts I started are actually a different yarn. So I used, this is Karen Simply Soft. Oh, it's hard to tell. But I crocheted the donut and then I crocheted the icing on top. We'll see how this icing works. I ended up going down a hook size just for the icing in hopes that it would be a little smaller when I put it on here so you could see just a tiny bit more of the donut behind it when you're looking from the front. So we'll see how that looks. But I've assembled some donuts. Well, I haven't assembled some donuts. I've crocheted a bunch of pieces. So I've got 3 donuts pieces in here. I've got... Oh no, I actually have 4 donut bases and only 2 donut icings right now. I think I've got like 5 or 6 of these ready to assemble. And yeah, this is a lot of what I've been working on and fiddling with making patterns. So I have some plans for a lot of things that I want to make for this market. My friend and I are kind of thinking of going like the crocheted food way. So we're going to make a whole bunch of different types of crocheted food, and I've come up with some like little stickers. I'll put when I was designing the cats, I did some really quick drawings, which I think I'm just going to refine the tiniest bit and turn into stickers. I'll insert them here because they just turned out really cute. I was just super fast. This took maybe 20 minutes at most with me fiddling and going back and forth. So but I think they're super cute. So I might turn these into stickers, but yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards making some more hanging plants and what else? Just all kinds of stuff that I want to make. But yeah, so that's where we're at now. I also decided to invest in Etsy ads a little bit, so we'll see how that's going. What else? I don't have a ton to share, but it was more or less, I'm just really excited about making all of these amigurumi and like getting back into this. I'm also looking at this bin that I've got here, which you can use these for anything, but I like to use them for embroidery floss. But I'm also thinking of making some embroidery floss thread amigurumi to sell as well. So we'll see. But, and then store them in here. But anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Really short episode this week. Really short. Short and sweet. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. Life lately, work. I started some seeds, so that's great, and they're slowly chugging along. Work, home. We had some really nice warm days, and then we had some really ugly storms that went through to bring the cold weather back. We were very lucky. We didn't have any damage. No trees down, just some branches. One of our neighbors wasn't so lucky. They had part of their tree actually fall on their house, and so yeah, it was gnarly. But yeah, otherwise, I'm just fully embracing amigurumi life. I think I want to start filming some reels because I love watching the what I made for my market reels where they like show all the different things. I'm thinking about getting one of my big totes that I have that's empty and using that as like, that's my goal, to fill the tote with whatever. So I think I might turn that into a series on reels as well. So keep it out, look for that. Yeah, I'm rambling. So I think with that, I'm going to leave you. It's a short one today. Like, who am I? It's just because it hasn't been 8,000 years. So, but anyway, yeah. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like, subscribe to the channel, comment below. I'd love you to share this video so we can grow this little family on the interwebs. You can find me on Instagram as Tori Schaffner. I'm on Ravelry as lilwestie. I'm on YouTube. I have an Etsy, Tori Schaffner Studio. I am on Facebook as Tori Schaffner Studio. And everything will be linked below. I think that's about it. I really do. I appreciate you being here, and to the new people that have subscribed, welcome. I know there's a few of you and that are new that have been commenting, and hi to all of you. It's fantastic to have new faces joining the fun, and I love getting to know everybody. And yeah, I will see you in my next episode. Bye.